Paul Galtelli, Jason Campbell, Jennifer Campbell, and Sharon Bowman. When most kids hear the term year-round school, they immediately cringe. Summer break is what all grade school kids look forward to, and the thought of taking that away could seem somewhat cruel, but despite the unimaginable cruelty of no summer break, year-round school provides so many benefits for a child's education. The United States is based off of a 9-month school program, and this has been set in place for decades. And we start in about the late fall and end in the early spring, and the reason for this is because back historically, Chittum tells us in one of his articles that kids got out for the weekends and the summers to help with planting and harvesting and so forth. But how I see it is with the agriculture today, it is so modernized. Why are we still focusing our school system around such a outdated system? So in this speech, I'm going to share the benefits that the year-round school provide, and also the different systems that can be categorized as a year-round school year. An article written by Alan Dessoff, he highlights the 3 most important forms of year-round schooling. The single track is one of the most popular. It can also be called a balanced calendar, and it provides the same amount of time as the traditional school year that you are in school, but instead of that 3-month break for the summer, you have that break is divided up evenly throughout the entire year. The most common single track programs is a 45-15, a 60-20, and a 60-15. The first number of this stands for the instructional days, and the second number stands for the intermission days that they're out. So this is what a traditional 9-month school year looks like if it was put into a pie chart. You have your 60 days of summer vacation, 85 days in session, a brief winter holiday, 55 days in session, 3 days of spring break, and then you're back with the 40 days in session before summer. Well, this is what it looks like to be in a 45-15 balanced calendar. So you have the 30-day summer break, 45-day quarter, 15 intermission, 45 days, 15 days for the holiday break, 45, 15, and so forth. And this is, you can just see that the summer break, you still have that break, it's just divided out more evenly. And this is what they look like in comparison. That's the 60-20, and that's the 16-15, which all 3 show how the summer break's divided evenly. Another popular system is the multi-track system, and this system is a year-round plan, but it's more of a rotating system. So while some kids are in school, the others are on summer vacation, and while the ones on summer vacation come back to school, the other ones go on vacation. So it's just more of a rotating system. The last system that Dessoff tells us about is just extending the school year. President Barack Obama has been supporting this throughout his presidency. He thinks by having longer school years that we can, as students, compete better with students around the globe, because they do go to school longer. So this is just the extending school year adds about 15 to 20 days to the average traditional calendar. All 3 of these calendars provide a great deal of benefits to the student's education, and I think the school system all around. Ron French mentions in the Brig magazine that summer causes more problems than just boredom. You're out for about 3 months for summer, and in those 3 months, you lose a lot of reading and math skills that were developed the year before. So when you come back from that summer break, basically the teachers have to get you back academically to the level you were at before that. So that is not using the time wisely for the teachers, and that just wastes so much time that we could be learning some new stuff. So with this single track system, it gives us shorter breaks, and it prevents such a summer setback. Students and teachers both experience less stress and burnout because of the short breaks provided by the single track system. A research conducted by Dr. Sally Kopis shows us the facts about the multi-track system. The multi-track system really helps alleviate overcrowding and maximizes the school's facility. when we have the multi-track system, there's just not so much overcrowding in schools, because while some kids are in school, the others are out of school, so you get more kids in that school without it being so packed. And also, we get to maximize the school facilities. There's 3 months where schools aren't even being used. So with kids alternating with the multi-track system, the school is being used to the full advantage all year round. Both the multi-track and single-track system cost little to no extra, but with the extending the school year, you are adding those extra days, which adds the extra money that you need for transportation and so forth for the students. But Chittum tells us in his article that Japanese students attend school for 220 days out of the year, and their test scores are consistently so much higher than those of Americans. So it does cost a little more, but sometimes it could be worth it because we have those higher standardized testing scores. In conclusion, there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that proves that the traditional-based school calendar is just outdated, and we need to start implementing a more year-round school calendar because of its benefits. All 3 systems have the opportunity to give students a much more organized sense of learning, and in my opinion, giving students the quality education that they deserve is just the start to bettering their future.